Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we dig through the sometimes boring, sometimes shocking, definitely important details that companies bury in their official reports. Today we are looking at MicroStrategy and a recent Form 8K, and you might be surprised to find out that it concerns a lot more than just software. We're talking billions in Bitcoin Blix before we dive in, billions in Bitcoin Zap before we dive in. Getting straight insights from corporate documents like this is our specialty. So make sure you are subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below where you can discuss this and many other companies. MicroStrategy, a company known for its business intelligence software, but more recently, its massive Bitcoin holdings, just released an update on its at-the-market offering programs and Bitcoin acquisitions. Let's break down what that means. An at-the-market offering, or ATM, is a way for a company to sell shares little by little as demand arises instead of all at once. MicroStrategy has several of these ATM programs, so let's check out how they are doing. First, there's the common ATM focused on selling their Class A common stock. From June 9th to June 15th of 2025, the company didn't sell any shares through this program. This means they still have the full $21 billion available for future sales. Next, let's look at the STRK ATM. Here's where things get interesting. They sold 457 shares of their Series A perpetual strike preferred stock called STRK shares. This brought in $45.25 billion in notional value, which is basically the total face value of the shares used to calculate dividends. After sales commissions, the net proceeds was $48.4 million available for issuance and sale under the STR program. Then there's the STRF ATM, where they sold 286,101 shares of their Series A perpetual strike preferred stock, or STRF shares. This generated 28 Tomenzeras marginal value, resulting in $30 million in net proceeds after sales commissions. They still have roughly $1.9 billion available under this program. It's important to remember that notional value is the face value used to calculate the dividends on these preferred shares, and net proceeds are what the company actually receives after they pay the commissions on the sales. Now, the report mentions another thing. The company finalized a public offering of what they called STRD shares. The public offering was priced at 85 to pocket, around $979 per share. After deducting expenses, MicroStrategy expects to pocket around $979 from this offering. Between June the 9th and June the 15th of 2025, the company acquired 10,100 Bitcoins, paying a total of whopping $1.051 billion, or about $104,082 per Bitcoin in 2021. MicroStrategy held a grand total of $541 billion for all this Bitcoin, which averages to about 70 ton and 600, and OneFo Strategy held a grand total of 592,100 Bitcoins. They paid a total of $41.2845. MicroStrategy held a grand total of $594.1 billion for all these Bitcoin, which averages to about $70,666 per coin. It's also worth noting that MicroStrategy used the money raised from those stock sales to buy all that Bitcoin. Interestingly, they keep a lot of information regarding the prices of Bitcoin and their KPI metrics, but we won't mention the website. Now, what does all of this mean? First, MicroStrategy continues to be very aggressive in its pursuit of Bitcoin. They're using various methods to raise capital, mainly by selling stock and then immediately turning that capital into more Bitcoin. Is this a good strategy? Well, it depends on your belief in the future of Bitcoin. If Bitcoin continues its upward trajectory, MicroStrategy stands to gain significantly. However, it also makes the company's financial health very closely tied to the volatile cryptocurrency market. You either become rich or you become poor. The fact that they are constantly raising money and the amounts are huge tells you that they believe Bitcoin prices are going up much more. With a long-term mindset, it also shows how dependent they become on it. In recent history, the company has had to answer to the SEC to classify Bitcoin as an intangible asset. And with that, the need to depreciate it, which can cause significant paper losses if prices are not very high. At over 500,000 Bitcoins acquired, the fate of the company is deeply tied to the fate of Bitcoin and the company's ability to hold long-term. While no big red flags seem to be present, we can imagine the company is working hard at staying in the green. Alright, that's our decoder on MicroStrategy's recent filing. What's your take on their constant Bitcoin buying and what it signals for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching, see you next time, and scroll.